All right, this is Philip Corporate Show Part 2. Sorry, I had a little interruption there. I just want to talk about Charlie Kirk. You know, um, well, before I bring that up, I wanted to wrap up this Honduras, this mob of people just storming to the United States. The problems that these people have in Latin America, are great. Okay, and we are a very wealthy country. Geraldo Rivera makes this point. People are always going to want to come to us. We're the richest country on earth. The incredible opportunities. I feel so blessed to be a citizen in the United States of America. Other people are going to want to come here. I mean, I totally understand. My great grandfather came here from Germany. Andrew Steele, my fifth great grandfather, came here from Ireland. I am very grateful for the opportunities, of course, that my ancestors had to come to this land of opportunity. But we need to do this legally, okay? Legal immigration, law and order. Let's change the laws. If we want more immigrants to come in, let's debate. Let's debate. Let's elect people who are supportive of that. We don't always all agree. Usually here in the United States, we agree on just almost everything. We really do. People say we're so divided in things. I really think that's nonsense. No, our political discourse can be powerful and strong, but we are so united here in this country. We obey the street signs and we pay our taxes. We queue up in McDonald's. I mean, so we are a nation of law and order. I'm so grateful for that. And so all these people who got organized somehow, some way, right before the midterm elections. I mean, yes, I want to help these people, and I do it through my charity. I do it through charities. I do it through my church. This is how I help these people. And I like to spread democracy. As the United States, we give these countries millions and millions of dollars. The Donald's threatening on cutting it off. Okay, I think that's good. What are we getting in return? Okay, where's this money going? Just to the crazy leaders of these countries. I mean, these are people. I've heard stories in Honduras right now. It is terrible. The government is a complete sham. These citizens of this country are upset. So they need to change their country, okay, or legally immigrate to somewhere else. Okay, you can come here. I know people who are getting educated actually in Honduras, trying to get their master's degree in Honduras so they can come to the United States. You have a master's degree, you're going to be able to move to the top of the line in the immigration lines. These are some of the exciting things that can happen. So people who really want to change their own lives. So Charlie Kirk was mentioning this. He said in a tweet, foreign nationals are now allowed to vote in San Francisco elections. I remember exactly 1 year ago, liberals laughed at us when we said illegals will be voting. Isn't this true foreign interference in our elections? Oh, it's such a great point. This stupid Russia hysteria that the Russians helped Trump win the election or Trump colluded with the Russians. It just completely made up nonsense. Okay? No, on the contrary, we have Hillary Clinton using British and Russian intelligence sources to try to spy on Donald Trump and to make this just to fabricate this stuff. Okay, to have opposition research and to use this made-up dossier to go after Donald Trump to spy on his campaign or to just throw mud on it. What a joke. What a real joke it is. I wanted to mention this Verge article. Ford will test self-driving cars in Washington, D.C. with an emphasis on equity. This is hilarious. This self-driving thing, you've probably heard me mention it before. I mean, I think this is so exciting. Cars are going to be driving us around. This is going to be so safe. There's going to be hardly any car crashes when the computers are driving the cars. I know some people are very skeptical of this. The computers now are flying almost all of our commercial airplanes. Okay, automation is great. Computers very rarely ever make mistakes. It's the humans who make mistakes. Any car crash you hear about is almost always a human error. Almost always. Almost all airplane crashes, human error. So this will be great. And so anyhow, they're talking about equity, that these cars will have to go to the other, like the bad parts of town, have to serve those people, all of this. We do try to have this presumption of equity, okay? But let's face it, some people, have money and some people don't. Some people can afford to ride in Uber cars, other people can't. There are kinds of choices. This is we're going to have equal rights in this country, but we're not all going to be equal in our abilities or in how much money we have or education that we have. We are different intelligences, and different opportunities, different desires, different work ethics. I like this. Reminds me of the story in the Bible of the parable of the talents. And as I remember it, someone had like another person had 2 talents, and one had just 1 talent. And the person with 1 talent buried it in the ground and didn't do anything. The person with 2 talents invested it and doubled his talents, and the one with 5 doubled his talents. And then the Lord was unhappy with the person who buried his talent and didn't use it, and took it from him and gave it to the guy who had the most talents. Not to the medium guy who just like had 4 talents, but the one who had 10 or whatever those talents were. There's a ratio that way. But this is the Lord speaking. This is an illustration that we're not going to all be equal in the things that we have. But we'll be equal under the law, and the law will be fair to us and not just pick winners and losers. But that's why Lady Liberty is blindfolded. She's blindfolded, okay, because she's not going to see somebody and give them preferential treatment. She's not going to see who it is in the disagreement. She'll listen to the case, and then she'll make the fair choice without any kind of bias. That's ultimately what this country is all about, and this fairness. I wanted to finish with a quote from Thomas Sowell. Many on the political left are so entranced by the beauty of their vision that they cannot see the ugly reality that they are creating in the real world. Thank you so much for listening. This is Philip Corper. This is the Philip Corper Show, copy 2018. Have a great day.